on this computer. Okay, just for the record, I'm recording this now. You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, and I will use it for future classes if that's all right with you. So you've got your wall section going through your door, right?
Yep.
So do you remember how to do an interior elevation, or should we go over that again?
Go to view. Elevation.
This is the sneaky one. See, there you get the building elevation and the interior.
Yep, there's the interior.
Menu that lets you switch between them, and it's okay. So actually, take it in from the inside. There we go. Okay, this is an exterior door. Take it from the outside. Okay. You'll probably want to hide this on your plan because it doesn't make sense, but
yeah.
Okay. Take your clip cube down to your door. Oh, do rename. That's a good point.
Exterior door.
Yeah, or rear door elevation. Or south door. Yeah, rear is probably better. Okay, grab your clip cube.
Maybe later on we'll okay.
Okay, the bottom should go up to your floor level. There you go. Your top needs to come down. Let's take it down to level 2. There you go. You can probably pull that in a little tighter side to side as well. Okay, I would pick one of those, yeah, move that sconce over so it isn't interfering with your frame. There you go. Nice. Okay, so create a door detail sheet. That's going to be an A4.2, I believe. Unless you think it'll fit on your window sheet. Gotta get down to sheets. There it is, A51 schedules. I am thinking no, I've created a new sheet.
Okay.
Right click on sheets, new sheet, good. Okay. Rename it door details. Okay. Drag and drop your door and your door schedule.
Very good.
Yeah, Nick, you put this in the dishwasher?
You don't have a door schedule. Right click on schedule quantities. New schedule quantities. No, cancel. Let's see if we can find a door schedule. Right click again. All right, I'll show you how to make one. New schedule quantities.
Okay.
All right, so what, change the name from the filter list to see if you've got a filter list for doors. No, up at the top, filter list. Up. No, it's on that little menu, but it's Up,
Oh,
up, up. There we go.
oh, there it is.
So you want architecture only. We don't need structure, mechanical, electrical, or piping. Okay. Doors. Okay. All right. So we want a door mark, door type, the finish. Okay. So
Hmm.
if you pick finish, and see at the top there, that little arrow, there you go. That will add that to our schedule.
Okay.
Material, probably.
Fire rating?
Not so much for residential, but yeah, let's, you would do that for like if you had a door to the garage, between the garage and the house.
Okay.
You certainly could add level. You only have the one level, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not useful then. Mark, the door mark, and something like operation. That'll tell you whether it's a overhead door or, okay. Comments. Make sure you get something that says comments. There we go. All right. Mark should be at the top, so pick mark and move it up to the top. Operation should be next. After that, it looks pretty good. Say okay, and then I'll make the schedule. We want to sort by number. Sort by mark. So scroll down in your properties, and you'll find, there we go. See sorting grouping down at the bottom right there. Yeah. And you want to sort by mark. Okay. That puts it in numerical order. You'll notice that there's some numbers missing. When you put them in, you want to kind of renumber them, because what happens is if you put a door number 2 in and you changed your mind, you took it out and put another door in, that deletes the 2 but adds the 3. So that's why you've got 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, that kind of thing. Okay.
Okay.
So there it is. So that's a door schedule. Just pull it in and drop it. And of course, as you fill these things out, you'll get all that information in there. Okay, so all we need to do is you need to do the little call outs for the details.
So, I want to do
the call out.
And I want to do it over one of the either side.
One of the jams, yep. Okay, you're going to want to pull that bubble around. No. Escape. Pick the call out. Pick the call out. Okay, there's a grip. I think it's the grip by the bubble. That one. There you go. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's your strike side detail. Okay. Let's look at the assignment. Do they want you to do both a head, a jam, and a sill? Okay, so they just want one. They don't tell you which one. Okay, so you just need to get into your section and call out a head and a sill detail.
So do a call out basically from like here down.
Yeah, that's probably, they're down just through the head of the door, not all the way down. There you go. Nice. Okay, rename it.
Door jam.
No, that's a head.
Oh.
Jams are the sides, head's the top. Okay, and then go do your sill and you're good.
So then just down, same thing at the bottom.
You're now going to get rid of that sole plate and the anchor bolt, and the insulation is going to move up, right? Because,
Yeah.
right, you had that mistake last time, so make sure you get rid of those things. There you go. And get rid of the anchor bolt.
Just delete it out or hide it.
Delete it. Remember, it's just a flat 2D drawing. Get rid of the notes that called them out. Or you could leave them there and you know, relabel them for the sill and stuff, the threshold, but either way.
Okay,
Just
then.
make sure that you don't leave them. Okay, and so do a call out of your threshold. And then it's just a matter of putting all the information in. Yeah, go look at you know, an Anderson or a Pella or a Marvin door, and they'll show you how you kind of do that. OLD. There we go.
All right. Then. All right.
Okay. Now, if you start, you know, detailing these, you probably want to line your door up. We did that before using a construction line. If you start working on this and you've got too much text and you need a bigger detail, don't be constrained. I'm looking at that 1/2 inch detail scale as being your minimum. Okay. Feel free if you feel that it's too cramped that you do that. Okay.
It's going 1.5 equals a foot.
Okay, that's huge, but
Yeah.
let's take a look and see what that looks like. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
That should be plenty of room. I think the other one probably should have been 1.5 too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with it being 1 inch equals a foot.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, if it gets crowded, you know how to do that. So the head, you know a lot about.
That's basically going to be just same ordeal as the window.
Right.
The threshold. Not too sure on what I would do for that one though.
Well, let's go to a manufacturer and look for at some threshold details at concrete. See if we can find something. Do you have a door manufacturer you like using? I know you use Geldwen.
That's usually who me and my father-in-law use.
Okay, so how do you put together a threshold when you put one of those guys in?
We just push the door into place and nail each side or screw it depending on what door it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. It's usually already built.
So it's already got the threshold
Um,
at the bottom?
for the exterior doors, it did. They would. But for like the interior doors, they obviously wouldn't, unless you needed it for some reason.
Okay.
But they'd have like the aluminum threshold already built into it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's look up exterior doors and take a look at their details.
Mm.
This is a back door, so you're probably not going to have glass in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose you could, but it's less likely.
I'm not real sure.
Yep, that's good.
No, those are just panels. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Take a look for, I don't know, whichever one you want, probably under build and installation. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they've come with the door and everything.
Okay, so you'll just need if you can get like a head jam and sill detail, that'll show you kind of what those pieces look like, and just draw them. Okay.
Okay.
It should have. You may need to kind of open up a new tab and ask for architect's details or something like that. Got to get Geldwen up front. There we go.
So tap under images.
There.
This one?
No, the one to the right of that. What do we got there? Yeah. You visit that site and you take a look at those. That's actually a window, but I'm sure they've got doors in there too.
Windows and doors. Window.
Oh, metal storm doors, aluminum doors, stainless steel doors and frames, unless you're going with wood.
I mean, it really doesn't matter to me.
Wood doors. Interior.
Too bad they don't have a filter.
That would be nice.
Exterior.
There we go. Or a preview would be nice too.
Yeah. When you teach your CAD portfolio class, do you want students to minimize their resumes down to a single page?
Generally, it is important to keep your resume to a single page just because of the amount of time that people spend looking at your resume. And I'm not
Okay.
kidding you, 3 seconds. Okay?
Because like from like stuff that I went through with like getting out of the military classes and classes in high school, that would go over building resumes, they would tell me no more than 2 pages. If it's going onto that third page, go through, get rid of something. Because I've been trying to keep for my resumes at no more than 4 years worth of work history, and including like previous job history, a little bit of a background, my references, and a spot for like my skills, and a spot for like my military, and that makes out to a 2-page ordeal. And with my portfolio class, like my teacher that I keep having issues with left and right is just she told me to look into reformatting it, and she sent me a copy of a previous student's, and I liked how it is and how it's set up. So I basically took my resume and started over from scratch, and did that way into the 2 pages that what was set up for that individual's. And she's like, well, you need to make it 1 page. I'm like, you just like 2 weeks ago told me to do this. Like, you're contradicting yourself.
So,
Then
a lot of things like your military training can go, the classes you took, since those take up a lot of room, you can put that into your cover letter.
Okay, because I mean,
and make sure that the stuff that you put in is pertinent to the job you're looking for.
Okay.
So,
because I've just got like just an overview of what I did, just in my 4 years of service. Basically, just a quick sentence on, I managed roughly 400 Marines of all ranks, only being a junior Marine, and I just custody and security. Quick sentence long description on like my actual job for the military, and just basically stated that I've got a secret security clearance that expires in 2020. And
make sure that stays on, especially, where are you out of? I've forgotten.
Michigan.
You're Michigan. Okay. Do keep this, especially, for example, like I'm in Northern Virginia, and that is very valuable here. A lot of government work here. So do keep that. Do keep the small description of your sort of military record.
Right.
Keep the things. So if you're going for a job as a drafter, okay, that you have management skills is a plus, but it's not directly related to becoming a drafter.
Right.
So
because because for like having the security clearance, even though it expires in 2020, for me already having a clearance, if I were to go get a job with NASA, for somehow, some way, probably never gonna happen.
Right, but
But
they'll pay to keep your clearance going. They don't have to pay to get you cleared.
it's for me to get in and get a clearance, it is by far cheaper to have me go through, since I've already been accepted for a clearance
Right.
and have not had it revoked. And unless, like, if me and my brother were both going up for the same job, it would be cheaper for me because I've already had the military pay to do that background screening to do so. For my
Right.
brother, it would cost another 10 to 15,000, or however much it actually cost.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, because I was curious on that, because like just the remarks that she put on the for side notes, I'm like, this is just all contradicting yourself. Like, I mean, I already know that I've got bad spelling and grammar, but then when I turn around and like I'll read like comments or emails from her, I'm like, wait a minute. I relook at it. I'm like, you're criticizing my spelling and grammar with on minor mistakes, and your sentence structure is not even a valid sentence structure, and I can't stand English for the life of me. And I'm like, that's just kind of bugging me. Like,
Well,
it's not,
her criticism is valid, that you need
right.
to be careful of the spelling, because quite frankly, when you're looking at applicants, if you have a stack of 100, you want to narrow it down to 10 as fast as you
Right.
can. And
Right.
so if you spend a minute looking at all 100 of those, that's kind of a lot, because you can look at it
Yeah.
and you say spelling error, no.
Yep.
The messy, no, don't, no, no, no,
Yep.
no, no. Then you get down to 10, and you might actually look at those carefully and narrow it down again. But yeah, they're not spending a lot of time, so it's got to be clear. It's got to be short. You don't want to take a chance that your resume gets separated from itself. So that's the 1-page piece.
Right.
Things like references, I usually put something like references available on request.
Okay.
Because it just, if they're going to do that, they'll ask you. And I like to,
Right.
I personally like to let my references know and ask them,
Yeah.
I have applied for a job. They're looking for references. Can I use you?
Yeah.
So that they have a heads up, so they don't get caught off guard.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I usually, like, whenever I go to submit applications, I'll send all my references. Hey, just wanted to let you know except before I even put them on there, I got their permission and everything.
Yeah.
And I let them know that when I go to submit applications and my resume and everything, hey, I submitted my application resume and I've got you down as a reference still. Just for whatever reason, you get a weird number giving you a call.
Yeah.
So.
It's only a courtesy.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So yeah, I know that. I'm sorry that you and this instructor don't mesh well, but it's going to happen. You just got to kind of make it work.
Like I've bit my tongue on quite a bit, and like she wants me to use this Wix site to make that portfolio, and I because she wants everything saved as PDFs, and like I would submit files that were not submitted as PDFs somehow, and then now I'm like, now I've got to go back and resave stuff as JPEGs, like, because that's what the site wants, and I'm like, this is driving me absolutely nuts. And like my wife was trying to explain to me on how to go through and do it. I'm like, yeah, now I've just got to go back through and find all the items that I want to use and have to create another file of that. And
Okay, the elevations is more about how it gets broken down by panels.
okay.
What you're looking at is that's what the head of the door looks like. That's what the jamb of the door is. But it's really what we want to see if we can find is like an installation detail.
Okay.
and that'll tell you how it. When you open the door, you usually get they've got a little instruction manual that'll show you how it's put together.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Use that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll close out
All
of
right.
that.
What else do you need?
I think that's really about it. Because I'll
It's not a
basically
very
just,
complicated week. It's so much like last week.
yeah.
You're gonna want to get a threshold in here. You may
Um,
need to fuss with this door a little to get the threshold in.
Okay.
Okay, but
And that's just basically gonna just probably draw a couple lines that are slightly slanted going
yep,
outward.
and give it a little drip edge so that it sheds water.
Yeah. So basically up just a little bit and out.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Strike side. Then I'm basically just
You're just looking for your trimmer stud and your king stud, and that's about it.
basically
Yeah.
be the framing studs, because it's gonna be like at least 2 studs there.
Yep.
Then I'll put in the 3 2x6s, 2x10s, whatever I have
Yep.
on the window with the plywood in between.
Yep.
That's
Yep. And a little bit of the frame at the top of the door with its little fin that fits in underneath the trim. And you're good. You might want to hide that light fixture beyond in this, just because it's a little disconcerting.
yeah.
So go back to hide, and there we go. Okay, I guess it's gone. Hide it in the bottom. No, hide in view with the hide at the bottom, so you can apply it.
Oh.
There you go. Hide element. Okay, now go back into the little hide glasses. Back down there. And apply hide isolate to view. That means no matter what you do, it won't come back. Okay, so you can hide things and unhide them, and
Okay.
that light fixture will never come back.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, I will finish work on this here for a little bit and then wrap it up tomorrow morning or so and try to figure out the portfolio class.
Okay, next week is molding, like finished trim and stuff.
Oh, yep.
And I've got so just think about, if you were going to make a baseboard to go around the room or something like that, what kind of trim you might want to add to your building.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
crown molding, wainscot, chair rail, probably more like chair rail than wainscot, which would be kind of a difficult thing to do.
okay. Yeah, because all the trim that me and my father-in-law have done have just been like the prefabricated pieces, and he didn't realize how fast I catch on with making cuts. That really surprised him.
You're a hands-on kind of guy, so I think that's probably why. You've probably got that good brain for geometry.
I'm not much for math, but I mean, once he explained everything, and I mean, there's a few times where I had a couple of extra practice cuts, but I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
But
that's what scrap wood's for.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll see you next week, same time.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
We'll see you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.